We have been talking about the role of a DPO under various privacy laws. Today we are going to talk about the Malaysian law and how Malaysian privacy laws define the role of a DPO. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you have been finding new content on data privacy on a daily basis. So what are the Malaysian regulations? Malaysian regulations, they are also called Personal Data Protection Act (PDPA), that was launched in 2010, and that was largely to safeguard the misuse of personal data that is collected for any purpose, and the initial focus was more on their financial transactions. When they initially started off in 2010, the focus was more on the commercials and financial transactions. They have formed 7 different principles of data protection, and in coming times we will talk about those principles separately. Currently we are talking about the role of a DPO, and overall the act was applicable for federal government, state governments, non-commercial use of personal data, and credit reporting agencies. As I said, initially they worked it more on a commercial side of the commercial handling people. So they worked on the data which is non-commercial and the credit reporting agencies when they were talking about the data privacy laws for Malaysia. And the penalties were around 3 lakh ringgit Malaysian currency or 2 years of imprisonment for a breach to the organization or to the concerned authorities in the organization. However, they never mandated by law that you need to have a DPO. They said, we recommend you to have a DPO so that you can have a good compliance and good governance. So that in any case defines, and if you have penalties and if you have imprisonment and if you want to take care of your customer reputation and all, depending on the kind of and the size of personal sensitive information you are handling, you would prefer to have a DPO, dedicated one for yourself, who can help you manage your data protection activities and ensure that you meet the PDPA compliance. He should be an independent position if he is there in the organization. His role can overlap with other compliance people, but otherwise should be an independent person and should be reporting to senior management. Gets integrated to legal and compliance and IT people. Compliance is his job. He's also doing privacy compliance because it's a law, it's legal as well, and IT because without IT you are not doing anything these days, right? So, all CIA triads and security that you need to provide on data protection, especially under privacy laws, you need IT people with you. So, what are his qualifications and skill sets? He needs to have some background about data protection, about the laws, about the information security. He should have an expertise in the 7 principles covered under PDPA. You can say they are the mandated laws under PDPA. He should have the ability to communicate and raise awareness, something that we talk of in every discussion, that from stakeholder to the junior most employee, everyone would be having personal information of someone or the other, maybe colleagues itself. Everyone has to be very careful that the personal information is handled properly, and therefore DPO has to be smart enough to be able to convey the relevance and obligations with personal information to each of those members. He should be proficient in handling data subject requests and data breaches. So data subject requests, we had a video on those requests that can come in as rights under GDPR, and you have similar such rights available in each countries. Not exactly matching GDPR, but similar to them and slight bit of difference from country to country. So the DPO should be able to handle those requests, help out their data subjects if they need any help, and should be able to take care of breaches, at least in form of reporting and mitigating the risk that has been caused due to a breach. Core responsibilities, compliance monitoring. As a best practice, he should put in all his effort to make sure that his organization processes are restructured so that they are able to automatically deploy, ingest in them the privacy compliance factors. Policies are redesigned and the privacy policies and notices are also well published in the organization. Data subjects' rights are taken care of. Training and awareness, training, cross-functional training to the entire staff, well scheduled through HR, and then regular awareness sessions given to the various staff members. So that is something that is very, very important additionally to take care of by a DPO. Data breach management, you need to, as a responsibility, you need to tell the data subject that we have lost your data or the data has been hacked, so that he can take necessary precautionary action. If someone tells me that your credit card information is lost, I'll get my card blocked immediately, right? So he has to take care of such things. and therefore data breach management is important, and reporting back to the Commissioner of Department of Personal Data Protection in Malaysia is another core responsibility under the DPO's role in any Malaysian organization. That's about the role of a DPO in Malaysia. I hope you like my content. Please press bell and like icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated on data privacy various aspects. We still have a lot to go about DPO's role itself, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.